Who would you rather be? A very hard-working 80th percentiler who joins each and every Telegram channel related to CAT preparation, downloads every PDF that is recommended by every topper, and also takes occasional breaks to keep themselves fresh. Or a boring, dull 99th percentiler who prepares for 2 to 3 hours every day, takes a lot of mocks, gets 85, 90 percentile on an average, turns up on the day of the CAT and gets a 99 percentiler. Now relax. I was just having a bit of fun with you guys, but if you are at an 80th percentile and you want to reach the 99th percentile, there are these 5 things that you can add to your preparation so as to get to your goal in a faster manner. The first thing that I want to talk about, I will show you a couple of things. Do have a look at it and tell me what goes in your mind when you look at this. Or for that matter, this. Now, if you are the curious kind and you go online to check what these books are about, I think you have it in you to crack the CAT. But if you are someone who gets scared with new bits of information, you might find it very difficult to 1. Crack the CAT and 2. Solve problems in general. Now, as a manager, a big part of your responsibility is going to be solving problems that you might not be comfortable with limited data. In that particular situation, you might turn up short, which is not really a good thing if you are looking at management as a career choice. So make sure that you are curious about stuff that is going on around you. You absorb a lot of information and you are not very shy when it comes to answering questions. If you follow these things, you should be good to go in terms of having the right mindset that is required to crack the CAT. The second thing that I would want you to do is to give yourself a challenge. Now, when I say challenge, I'm not saying that tell yourself that you're going to get a 99.99 percentile. That is not really something that I'm going to talk about. I am going to tell you small things that you need to add to your preparation. You always need to think about ways in which you can show improvement. Now, you don't need to be hard on yourself or you don't need to punish yourself in order to improve. You just have to understand that if you are able to solve a question in, let's say, 2.5 minutes, how could you have solved that question in, say, 2 minutes? If you are able to solve a set in, let's say, for example, 6 minutes, is there a way then you could have solved that particular set in, say, 5 minutes? So these are the small things that you need to tell yourself. You need to challenge yourself at every step so that you keep getting better by those 5-10 percentage points, and eventually you will end up being a much more improved individual. The third thing, which is the most important thing, is going to be mock taking and analyzing. Now, if you have been a regular viewer of this channel, I would highly recommend you to watch the live mock solving videos that have been done by me. Now, there you will be able to see how exactly do I go about solving mocks, what happens if I feel disappointed in the middle of a test, what happens when I attempt fewer questions than what I would have liked, and what exactly goes in my mind. Now, mock taking is extremely important. Analyzing the mocks is also very important. Do check out this video that has been made by me on mock analysis, which will help you understand which questions should you prioritize, which questions should you have let go, what exactly do you learn from every mock, and how do you implement those learnings in the subsequent mocks that you come across. Very, very important part of your test taking experience is going to be taking mocks. The more mocks you take, the better off you will be in the right frame of mind when it comes to cracking the CAT, and also you will be a much more confident individual in general, because nothing can rattle you on the day of the test. And a lot of people don't do well at the CAT purely because they get rattled on the day of the test, because they come across a situation that they have never come across in their lives. The fourth thing that is required is consistency. You have to turn up every day of every week of every month leading to the CAT. You can't just say that 1 week I will relax, I'll go on a vacation, I will go for some family commitments, personal commitments, I'll just take a break and not think about CAT at all. Now, if you are not doing it, then someone else is doing it, and when both of you sit together and compete, the other person is going to win. Now, you have to understand that CAT is an extremely competitive test, not because it is difficult, because there are so many people who are willing to do whatever it takes to crack the test. And if you are not consistent, you are giving the other person a free pass in this context, if you're looking at it, to just overtake you and crack the test. Now, that is not how things should work. So make sure that you are consistent. As a popular saying goes, 80% of your success lies in turning up. So if you just turn up every day, be consistent, work on your weaknesses, sharpen your strengths, you will end up getting that 99 percentile which you thoroughly deserve. The last set of advice that I have is in terms of having an outlet in addition to CAT preparation. A lot of people derive their happiness from CAT preparation. They think that solving a particular question or getting a particular percentile in a mock is going to make them happy. But you have to understand that there is life beyond CAT preparation as well. You have to make sure that you are deriving happiness and even some amount of sadness from things that are going on around you in addition to CAT preparation. So if you have a hobby, please do not give up on that hobby because you're preparing for CAT. Please do not making excuses to not meet your friends because you're preparing for CAT. Of course, you need to have a balanced approach when it comes to cracking the CAT. If you just shut out everything else from your life because you are preparing for the CAT, you are kind of exaggerating the effort that is required to crack the CAT. You need to be consistent. As I said earlier, 2 to 3 hours a day consistently is going to be good enough for you to crack the CAT, or do the best that you can. That is going to be good enough, but have an outlet, have something that you are doing in addition to CAT preparation, because the journey is extremely boring, the journey is extremely slow, and there are a lot of uncertainties that are involved. So you can't let your emotions get affected because of your CAT preparation. So these are the 5 things that I would recommend you to do henceforth if you want to improve your score from an 80th percentile to the 99th percentile. Do let me know in the comment section what do you think about this video, and do stay subscribed to this channel, turn on all the notifications so that you get notified as soon as there is a video on this particular channel. And believe me, there are going to be some really exciting videos that I have planned for you. Whoever is preparing for CAT 2025, I think they are going to benefit you greatly. So do check those videos out. All the links that I mentioned are there in the description box below, so do check that out as well. And I'll see you again in the next video.